What's going on, folks? I'm on my way over to Crab Island, and today I'm just going to do some people watching, checking out boats as well. There's always some pretty cool boats over on Crab Island, and usually in the afternoon the people watching doesn't disappoint. So I'm going to go over there and cast judgment upon innocent people and just kind of see what I can find. So let's go. All right, it's getting to be that time of day. A lot of these rental boats are coming back in. Other folks are coming back in. I'm sitting here just south of the Destin Bridge. If you continue that way, you got the Destin Pass. Let's check these people out coming through here. That's the Emerald Grand Shuttle. So that will shuttle you from the Emerald Grand Hotel over to a beach just on the other side of this of that sand with those sea oats on it that you're seeing. Look, they were out doing some fishing. Another parasail boat. Like I was saying earlier, it was flag calm in the Gulf, so I'm sure they were out parasailing in the Gulf. If you can get away with it, that would be the place to parasail. Sometimes they have to do it in the bay because it's too rough in the Gulf, but it's a much prettier scenery out in the Gulf. You can go parasail out there. So this is another one of those big AJ's boats there, just coming in from the Gulf. That's not the same one that we saw earlier, but very similar boat. Doing the same thing, going out looking for dolphins. Drinking beer and wine, having a good old time. It's always a trip because you see those boats leaving the harbor with their folks. And if I understand correct, if you're over 21, beer and wine comes with your ticket. Well, you see these folks leaving the harbor and they're not having too great of a time. Everybody's just, acting normal. By the time they come back in, man, they are feeling it. They're all, singing and dancing to YMCA and having a good old time. Got us some coasties here. Glad those guys are out here. Never needed them, but I am out here almost every day, so I sure am glad that they're out here in the event that I might someday. This is a pretty dry group coming back in on the Sequest. Here I was just telling you, usually they're pretty sauced up having a good time, but this group doesn't seem as enthusiastic as some of them do. There they go. They're getting started. Pretty good and sauced up, I'm sure, by now. This fella didn't get the no wake zone memo. There's enough law enforcement presence around here most of the time that somebody will let them know. Of course, it seems like when you're wishing they were around to catch knuckleheads like that. You don't see anybody. Maybe we'll see a crash. I don't really mean that. I mean, it happens out here, but you get a lot of people out here on these pontoon boats that rent them. And to operate one of those things, for them to rent one, it's you don't have to have any kind of boating experience. So as you can imagine, you get people out here that are dealing with tide and current that have never dealt with either, and it becomes a problem. Another parasail boat. We got a sweet boat coming in, just came in the Destin Pass. Big old cruiser. That thing's huge. Those tiki boats are kind of the same situation as those AJ's boats. Sometimes when they come in, you can tell they've been out there for a while. That's kind of a dry crowd right there compared to most. But sometimes they are having too good of a time. This man's living his best life, going out on the high tide out of Birmingham, Alabama. That is a pretty Everglades. 273cc, twin Yamaha outboards, pair of 300s. Got a tower up top. It's got a cover over the second station right now. This thing here is not bad at all. Be a good way to get around. He didn't get the no wake zone memo either. It's not like that's casting very much of a wake. That's enough to get you in trouble though. Starting to get some traffic up in here. Little baby Cape Horn over there. Nice boat. Got a little 16-footer, probably. So here comes a tiki cruise that's feeling it. They've had themselves a time out there today. And this guy in this pontoon boat about to crash into that daggone center console. Goodness. He never even looked at that center console, I don't think. What do we got here? Yeah, boys had a good time. Oh, look at this. guess he didn't want his float to hit this gray boat. What is going on? They've been out here longer than I have, I can tell you that. Got us a charter boat here. Boy, them people on them pontoon boats having a good old time. Confirmation. Look like a charter boat. I don't know which one of these two tiki boats was having themselves a time. I think it was the second one in the back, but they've calmed it down for now. Maybe they'll get this thing fired back up. They probably will, because as soon as they come in here to Noriega Point, they're going by people. You know how folks are. They'll start singing and dancing, putting on a show. Getting a selfie. We gotta get a selfie before we get back in. Been out here all daggone day. Let's get a picture. These guys back here, hoping she pulls her top off or something. Another pontoon right through the bridge here. We got somebody on a jet ski. I told you, that's law enforcement. That might be that Coast Guard boat. Got a jet ski. I don't know if it's that same one pulled over, but I'll bet it is. Look at that, law enforcement coming through. They take the no-wake zone seriously around here. There's so much daggone boat traffic, you have to. What blows my mind is the people that are out here hauling ass. Like, how do you not realize you're the only one that is flying? Everybody else is just damn putting along, and you're flying and you don't think that maybe you might be doing something wrong. Those folks are pretty relaxed. I did just get a whiff of something that might have them in that state of relaxation. But look, I'm not judging. I'm not saying that they're partaking in anything. But Robert, so 16, come back. Surprisingly, we actually have traffic leaving the harbor. This time of day, usually it's all coming back in. We do have a steady stream of it starting to come back in here. I would not want to have to operate that boat. Look at the hole on that thing. That thing's like a damn sheet of plywood. No thank you. Especially when the current gets swiftly moving through here. I'd imagine that thing's got a flat bottom. It'd be like driving a bar of soap. I'll pass on that. Got a big dolphin cruise boat coming back in the pass here. It's the Southern Star. That's a nice sea chaser, big one. Got Honda outboards. We don't often see Honda outboards around here. Nice boat. It's the Hydro Jet. I guess it's just a big old jet drive boat. They take people out, tour Crab Island, look for dolphins, all that good fun stuff. That's a custom pontoon boat over there. Go Gators. I've never seen that one. Looks like it's got a center console in it. And a lime green Ocean Pro 35 parasail boat. Listen, if anybody watching this video wants to go parasailing, I will leave a link in the description to somebody that I highly trust. If you're ever in this area and want to go, just a very, very good, safe operation. I know the owner personally, and all of his mates are awesome. Works out of the same marina that I run charter fishing trips out of. I'll put his information in the description. Be real with you, I'm not big on heights or anything, but the only person I would trust to get me up there parasailing would definitely be Captain Steve and his operation. All of his guys are awesome. So check it out if you're interested. Got a dolphin just came up right here. People come out here looking for these things. I spend my day dodging them. There he went. I'm sure you saw him. Check this operation out here. I guess that's the dining room for all the Crab Island food vendors. Got him some picnic tables, all that good stuff. That is a unique piece of machinery. We got us a homemade tug boat. Look at that. Got some knees on it. Those are custom. They loaded down with fishing rods. They're probably going fishing. That's a charter operation. Jet ski over there definitely didn't get the no wake zone memo. Neither did that one. I'm impressed by the that custom homemade pontoon boat there, the tug boat. So they've changed things over the last, I guess it was probably a couple of years ago. You used to see big attractions out at Crab Island. There's a big water trampoline, like basically a big inflatable play park. You could just buy daily tickets to go out there, all that stuff. is no longer there, and the reason for that is because they're not allowed to leave anything out there overnight anymore. So everything that goes out there, they have to drive, push, drag, whatever, every single day to get out there. So they can't have that big old, you know, basically inflatable water park that they used to have, or the really big vendor boats that they could anchor up out there and leave all season. All of that has gone the way of the woolly mammoth. So it has thinned out the vendor situation, but there's still vendors out there with smaller boats that they're able to bring out there every single day, whether they drive them, push them, drag them, I don't know, however they get them out there. As long as they don't stay overnight, they're okay. There are also a bunch of small little like tender boats that you'll see with like feathers on them, kind of like that big barge boat there has. It looks like he's about to crash into the Buccaneer. I know he's not. I could tell from here. But they'll have feathers on there. They'll sell all kinds of stuff. They'll come to you. They'll sell ice cream, t-shirts, Chick-fil-A sandwiches, boiled peanuts, all kinds of stuff. So if you're out here and you're wanting some chow, they'll run you down. They'll come through. So they'll come to you. You don't even really have to go to the vendor boats. But there are some bigger vendor boats out there. If you want something a little more specific, you can actually go to the vendor boats. Let's see, that Buccaneer pirate ship kind of sideways in there. I guess he's turning around coming this way. He's got traffic stopped. He's taking up most of the span of the harbor there. If you hear that, that's my VHF radio. I've got it on channel 16, which is the hailing and distress channel. So if anything interesting happens, usually you'll hear about it on channel 16. So keeping my ears open. If we need to run to the north side of Crab Island because there's a fight, you better believe I'll be there. I wouldn't let you down. It's a bigger tiki boat there. Endless pontoon boats coming off Crab Island, going back to the rental spots that they rented them from. It's not a shabby ride right there either. They just came in from the Gulf. That's a good looking boat. Little Carolina skiff. Listen, you don't need anything fancy to get out there. That looks like that's a vendor. They're probably out there selling something. Took their little flag down. This boy here is gonna definitely be needing a new prop. He doesn't get her out of there. There's a lot of rocks that come off of the rocks, as you can see, and for good reason. Most of these rental pontoon boats, they put aluminum props on so they don't screw up the lower unit. They just will bend the prop up real bad, and they're a lot less expensive than a stainless steel prop. Got some boats coming out of the harbor, including the Buccaneer, another big old yacht boat. Buccaneer's a pretty cool boat. They go out, designed for kids. They put on a pirate show for them. Also, like every other boat, look for dolphins, have a good time, but younger kids really enjoy it. Really cool experience for them. But they will fire a cannon off, and I will warn all the WW2 veterans, sometimes we don't have any warning. Sometimes they'll announce it on channel 16 on the VHF that I was just talking about. Sometimes they will not, and it's just a loud boom. It'll scare you. That's a boat right there. I think that one came in just a few minutes ago. I think we already seen this one once. Propensity. That's a nice catamaran over there. The Just Reel. That's a charter boat. Small boat. Parker hull. Good looking boat. Look like he's just out with the fam and the dog in the afternoon. I smell two-stroke. I don't see one, but I smell them. They just made all the kids on that pirate boat scream. I don't know if you heard it or not, but that would drive me nuts. I could never work on that boat. Way in the distance over here, we got blue lights. Doubt you can see it in the camera. Look like probably FWC checking somebody out. Like I said, this is a good ambush point. People coming in that pass that have been fishing, they're gonna check you out. Got the American Spirit. It's a big old head boat, party boat coming in. Paid by the person. It's a nice tidewater. Go Gators! Florida fans, awesome. American Spirit's one of them boats. You pay by the person, you get on, go tear up the fish. Today would have been a beautiful day to be out there on it, because for the 15th time it was flat calm in the Gulf. And on federal for-hire boats, red snapper is still currently open. They were probably targeting, among red snapper, also vermilion snapper, the occasional mangrove snapper, lane snapper, triggerfish, scamp grouper. Gag grouper and amberjack's closed right now, but still a good time. Good way to get out there on a budget. If you get seasick, you get car sick, you get motion sick in any way, shape, or form, I highly recommend you do not get on that boat. Go out to sea. You'll be miserable. They're not turning around and coming back in for you. Look at this joker. He's spinning. Look at that. See, these people are, that's what I'm talking about. Some people come back in, they're having themselves a time. That's one of them. Beautiful Tidewater Custom. having themselves quite the afternoon over there. They've probably been at it since this morning. I'll be in here fishing sometimes in the morning. The harbor, these guys are rolling out at 9 o'clock in the morning. You hear them hooting and hollering, doing shots. Of course, not the captain, but the bachelorette party or group of friends or whoever has chartered the tiki boat. Got us another tiki operation here. Looks like he's just got a couple out on maybe a little bit of a private cruise there. Good afternoon for it. We still got almost, well, probably about 2.5 hours to sunset. So I don't know. Maybe they're going on a long one. They're gonna do a little sunset cruise. Got some more bigger boats coming back through here. That Emerald Grand shuttle, and then a Flippers Adventure boat, which is just a dolphin tour boat. A little baby Key West. Cool little boat. I would say with 3 people on there, they are at capacity, which is all good. I've got a small boat too. I love it. I don't need a whole bunch of people on the boat. It's kind of the beauty of a small boat. See if all these people can come through here without crashing into each other. They're all good. Got somebody on a jet ski behind me. Got all kind of damn music going. Yeah, it looks like Florida Fish and Wildlife escorting a boat in. They're drifting in. Again, probably checking fish. That's part of their job. I get it. We got us a sweet center console coming at us here. It's a go fast boat. Got a sweet paint job on it. It's black and orange. Gotta love that. Pretty boat. I don't know if this is the same one, but it looks like we got another custom tugboat coming in, probably pulling another vendor operation off of Crab Island, would be my best guess. Family tradition. A Go Fast boat has some color matched outboards, pretty sweet. Got a Dolphin cruise boat coming in the pass there, that yellow one. People on rental jet skis. Again, didn't get the no wake memo. Got some charter boats coming back in. Coming in off their afternoon trip. Some more folks that didn't get the no wake zone memo. That's a pretty boat right there. I mean, both of them are. That's the Bird Dog. What a gorgeous boat. And we got the Unreal coming in behind it. That's another really good charter fishing boat. Got him an umbrella. It has been a hot day. We've had quite the lack of wind, which has made for a really nice surface condition, but it is damn just hot when you stop. Check out this Boston Whaler. Quad Mercury outboards. Love it. Can't tell the horsepower. They look like 400s. Well, I bet that thing moves. Love it.